mean, I see it to a certain degree. I just think like sometimes what becomes frustrating is like it should be respect across the board. Like I get it. I do. I understand like physically, like for me growing up, it was like, don't ever put your hands on a man, right? You don't know what he's going to do. But I feel like it has to
That's
be
why would there ever be a but to that, Ashley? Why would there ever be a but to that?
because what winds up happening, like when I hear this discussion, and the other side of this is like, and I know this happens on both sides, right? Like women are being violent towards men, but it becomes like, why is it, I guess like the other side of it, just to play devil's advocate, is like, why is it that I have to watch my tongue so that I don't get my ass beat?
I'll be
And
glad
like,
to answer it. I'll be glad to answer it. Like if it, because you're saying it as though there's no answer. The answer is simply this: if you're my daughter, Ashley, the answer is, I hope most men are like me, but I'm living the real world. So the answer to your question is, I know weak men that will harm you even if you're right. And that's enough of an answer. And you can't tell me as your father not to teach you any different.
I mean, nobody's not gonna tell you not to teach it, but
how is there a but? Like we're challenging something that has been this way throughout history. As far as
I get that. I get that. I do see that side, right? I'm in agreement. But there's the other side of me that's also like, why does it always have to be that way? I understand the answer.
Because of the difference. Because of the difference.
I understand the answer, but then it becomes like
the answer is because of the difference. You see what I'm saying? Because of this is the difference that we don't want to respect, that leads to more women getting their ass jumped on. Because of these weak ass men. It sounds like I'm blaming the woman. I'm not blaming the woman. I'm talking about why that difference has to exist. Because good brothers have always put in provision to ensure that they protect their daughters and their wives from men who are dangerous. All our societies try to lock those men up every chance they get.
So, and I get that, but it just feels like there has to be some consideration given to the fact that like it's not the same anymore. And this is not to excuse the young women from like beating up guys, right? But like this is what it turns to, where women are having to defend themselves because like sometimes it is literally exhausting to be a woman. Like, and I'm not negating what you're saying. I 100% agree with it. I feel like I'm a little bit more traditional because I do believe in gender roles to a certain degree, right? Like some of that stuff just makes sense to me just based on how I was raised and what I personally believe in. But it is just exhausting because it's like I have to monitor how I speak. Whereas if we taught respect for human beings, period, like it would not
But
be
in the meantime, it's exhausting for us that want to have provision to hear y'all say this when what you're talking about would never be the reality based on humans throughout the world. There is no point in which there wasn't men willing to harm you. So good men have stepped in and taught their daughters that thing. Why do you even want to be able to talk to a dude that way? Because again, within the gender, within ourselves, we know better. And when we do it, that's the expectation. So why wouldn't our women not know better? We know better. Y'all should know better. Ain't no why.